Welcome to Red Dead Redemption 2. Today we have a pretty cool mod I know you haven't heard about, and this is called Misterix Redemption. This mod adds new creatures, monsters, and slashers into your game. You'll be able to find 21 new creatures, allowing you to add some creepiness into your game. Unfortunately, I don't think this mod is still in development, which is definitely a shame, because this is definitely one of those more unique mods you'll see on Nexus. Now I'll be showing you all the creatures this mod has to offer, and the first one is called Big Sister. She's found near where the Murph Bros stay, and once you go inside the cave, you'll find her stalking about. She'll have herself a menacing glare, and she's definitely somebody you don't want to mess with. Damn. Our next creature is called the Boogeyman, located near Horseshoe Overlook, and he's out here in the wild. If you're lucky, you may be able to spot him, and if you do spot him, you'll be lucky if you survive the encounter. He even has his own Boogeyman kid, so if you come to face him, make sure you come strapped. Next up is the Colossal Buffalo, located here, and this thing is absolutely massive. I know you've hunted the legendary buffalo, but this one is definitely a step above. Imagine trying to carry that pelt, or maybe even making some buffalo wings. Next we have the Dead Child Cult, located in Cholla Springs, and these ladies aren't too friendly, but as they say, they're a cult for the children of the undead. Just expect some hostility if you try to come here unannounced. This just gets creepier and creepier. It kind of makes me wish Rockstar added these things in game. RDR2 could use a little bit more creepiness. Next is the Giant Hunter, and this is a dangerous encounter. You'll be attacked by a big old wolf, so hopefully you're prepared for a fight. Unfortunately though, the wolf isn't your only enemy. The hunter is supersized, so you need to give him a supersized beatdown. He may be a great hunter, but nobody can slay Arthur Morgan. Next is the Giant Prisoner, which you need to head to the prison and able to find him. And this man has to be the brother of that giant hunter, because he kind of has the same face. He must have heard that I took out his brother as well, because this man's is scared. Just make sure to end it quick for him, so that he can join his brother, of course. Next we have the House of the Damned, and in this house you'll find a nice little family, who's definitely ready to take you out. A family that slays together, stays together, I guess. So just make sure you take some precautions. Next is King Alligator, and of course he's gonna be out in the swamp. He's also protected by two of his little alligator guardians, so if you're looking for the ultimate hunting experience, this could be exactly what you're looking for. Dang, this thing is huge. We then have King Bear, which we'll find out in the snow, and as you can see, this is the king of all bears. This bear would take you out in one swipe, but you already know Arthur holds his ground, no matter who's coming at him, but it doesn't hurt to run either. Next we have King Crab, and this is somewhere off the map. All you really need to do is bring some butter, because these crab legs are about to be delicious. Except when you shoot him, he kind of just disappears. Where'd my crab legs go? We're now moving on to King Gilla, which is maybe a reference to Godzilla. This is a big salamander looking thing. Although not too creepy, it's actually kind of cute. Next up we have the Mad Couple, which is a couple seemingly in a fight. The bride has the high ground, while the husband is down below with the bodies of their captured victims. This one is definitely kind of creepy and kind of messed up. We also have the Megalodon, which you can find somewhere on the coast. I just wouldn't recommend that you go for a swim, because this thing will eat you for dinner. Look at that thing now. We have a Megalodon in RDR2 before GTA 6. We have the robot as well, which seems to be wielding a gun and is able to ride a horse as well. I think this robot has gone haywire, honestly. Just make sure not to try and hit him with your bare knuckles. That metal's gonna hurt. Moving on, we have the Snow Giant at the Adler Ranch, and after digging a bit deeper in this snow-covered landscape, you'll fancy upon the giant in the distance. You'll see that this man resembles a White Walker from the Game of Thrones, while for some reason holding a stick of dynamite. What's this man's about to do? Now we have the Suicidal Family in La Grasse, where you hear some commotion inside of the house, and then a couple of explosions. Screaming will ensue, and if you look inside, you'll see that this place is burning up now. Now you're able to break through, but by the time you get here, it was already too late. Everybody's already been burned to a crisp. May they rest in peace. Next up we have the Butcher and Coulter, and this man wants to have you for dinner. As soon as he sees you, he'll come and attack, so you better attack back, just so you don't end up as the main course. We also have the Village in Armadillo, which changes up Armadillo a bit. You'll now see some new townspeople walking about, maybe a few zombies or two minding their own business. and even vampires just going about their day. The chef really let Armadillo go. Now we have the three sisters, and these ladies are pretty creepy. They have long flowing hair, and they come strapped with dynamite. I gotta say, this is a really cool design, and this is probably the creepiest one yet. Now for the actual vampire. This one will be in the abandoned mine, so make sure you bring a light source, and of course something to defend yourself with, because these vampires come strapped as well. They've been in hiding for who knows how long, and you're pretty much fresh meat, so come here only at your own discretion. Now our last creature we have is the witches, and here you'll see a commotion. The witches have some prisoners, with one of them being a poor defenseless kid. It's up to you to save this man's before these witches do something dastardly. Don't worry, I got you, little man. Now that's it for all of the creatures added by this mod, but I'll show you how to quickly install this for yourself. Now of course make sure you watch the Modding for Dummies guide first, just for all of the basic requirements. Then we're gonna head to Nexus Mods. I'll leave links to all of these mods for you, but we're essentially going to the Files tab and then hitting that manual download. Back on the description page though, there are some additional requirements. You're gonna need Map Editor in order to load these things up, so click on that link provided, which will bring you to a Media Fire page, where you're gonna have to click on this blue download button. I had to press this thing 3 times in order for it to download, so just keep that in mind. Once downloaded though, you can go ahead and extract the map editor files, and then you'll place both of these files inside of your game root folder. You want to go inside of your map editor folder, into maps, and then we'll go to our creature mod, extract these files as well, and then we're going to take all of these XML files to place it in that maps folder we just opened. Once you do that and you're loaded up in game, you just press F5. If you have Rampage Trainer installed, this is the same hotkey, but you can press backspace to close out Rampage Trainer. And if you need to, you can change the hotkey in the settings.xml file for the map editor. Now for the map editor itself, you're going to use your arrow keys to navigate this menu. You're going to press enter if you want to go inside of a menu, and then you just load up any map that you want. So as soon as you press enter, you'll be teleported over to that area, and that specific scenario will start. Now in order to go backwards, you need to press numpad 0. Backspace won't get you out of any of the other menus. And then in order to fully exit the map editor, you need to go down to exit and then press enter. Hopefully these controls help you out, because they were really hard to find. Hopefully you give this mod a try. It is definitely pretty unique, and I hope we can get an update or at least another mod that adds some more creepiness into the game. If you enjoyed this showcase, let me know down below. And if you don't want to miss out on future mod showcases, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then though, we'll see ya.